Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Dysmantle here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So, on the last episode, at the far end, we were able to get this sort of... I'm not really sure if this is the M1 Grand. It does have a magazine, and since we did manage to upgrade it 4 times out of 5, we have now access to 8 bullets in the magazine, but I think this is some sort of different rifle, so someone has to let me know. I haven't played any of the Call of Duties or the other shooters in quite a long time, so my knowledge of the armament is kind of lackluster these days. But anyhow, when we ignore that fact, we are gonna have to take a look at the next stuff. And so if we take a look at the map, we now see that we were able to uncover quite a large portion of the map. So what do we need to keep in mind? We are currently located over here in the naval base. I still want to see what the hell is inside of the Ark. I haven't been there. Maybe there's going to be a boss battle. It has a similar insignia on the ground as the evacuation side. Well, this one is a little different because it's space related. But since we still need the 2 fuel cells, we're going to see if potentially this wall here is gonna be blocking our path once we get to Wellspring, or if we're gonna have to find those damn components for the train to be fixed over here. I know, how stimulating. We need to fix 2 trains instead of just 1. But anyhow, I'm not really sure what else can be found in the desert. We have uncovered all that can be uncovered over here. The unknown points over here are the same as over here. So these are the spots where that mana is formulating on the surface and it's shifting the time dimension so everything flows slower, which is probably my chaos theory about how the world became so weird. Because if we take a look at the state of decay, and I know that's an entirely different game, but you get the point. If we take a look at the state of decay of the roads and the buildings and the cities, it looks like our person has been stuck in the gated community, wherever that is, for a couple of 100 years, and not just for like couple of years. So not really sure, but that would be the only logical explanation I can come up with as to what happened. So my plan on this episode is to potentially, it's a big if of course, see if we can explore the Ark or the rest of the naval base. I'm not sure if I want to see what's in this truck stop, but we have quite a lot of stuff to do, of course. We still have to find 5 myth tablets, so they are actually quite scarcely redistributed amongst the plateaus where we were. So one is here, one is here, one was here, and then we have one here, and so we have half of them only, but we have uncovered more of the map now. So that makes me wonder if there can be one here, if there's going to be one in each of these sections, or if I'm going to have to eventually search all these weird locations and nooks and crannies, like for example, what is all the way up in here? But there's just way too many bridges, and I'm not sure how stimulating that can be for an episode. So I'm trying to cram in as much fun content as possible logically for the viewers, in case you are considering the game, because it's now fully released. And the most annoying thing for me is the fact that the devs have already a DLC planned down the road. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that, to be honest, but we are gonna see how everything's gonna work out. So let's go take a look inside of the Ark and see what can we come across. I'm gonna require additional resources in order to upgrade the sledgehammer, and I'm gonna eventually get to the bacon mushrooms, although this looks more like a ribeye with a mushroom, which seems kind of redundant because both of those things provide you with protein. It's like protein overkill, but hey, if you're not vegan, then go nuts, I guess. Okay, so Although I do understand that vegans might theoretically eat mushrooms, but yeah, it's just weird. Let's ignore that. So we're gonna try to see how much damage can the rifle and these other things do. I do know that I did showcase it on the end of the last episode, and I should have probably tried to show the damage output of the rifle after each upgrade, because currently as we are standing, the rifle can one-shot certain enemies, but still if we try to, for example, deal with some additional units or some of these new spawned creatures and the ex-humans, it's not exactly working the way I would have hoped for it to. So it's gonna be important for me to do the research. And the reason why I keep grabbing all these resources is because now we have access to both the sawmill and both to the smelter. And because the smelter requires wood for us to fuel whatever it is that we are doing. And on the other hand, the lumber mill requires leaves for the plant-based matter, and also the wood itself. It's kind of difficult for me to fuel both of the crafting stations, so that is why I'm going literally with the name of the game and just dismantling whatever I can get my grubby hands on. So let's see what's this quest line, and there's even a campfire here. Okay. Ark. Looks like it's gonna lead us potentially downstairs or underground. Wait, okay, here's the drop-off point. I was kind of like freaked out that there's a campsite and no drop-off point. There is a strange doorway in the middle of the military base. What could be inside? Let's explore. Okay, so first issue I see.
As I have foreseen, the world is about to end in -999 days. The flood is coming. But thanks to our hard-working volunteers, we are preserving the world as we know it. Sample by sample, we are filling the archives with remnants of our time. The task is colossal, but we will achieve it. Welcome to the Ark.
Now the question is if Ark is like a underground bunker for government, or if there's some sort of data bank for seeds and everything like this.
The rise of civilization was sparked by the invention of agriculture. By harvesting the land, we were able to thrive. The samples in this collection are all edible. But do not eat. Deposit instead.
So does that mean if I come in and drop off deposit, so it's asking for 10 pieces of everything. The only thing where I would struggle is the wheat. So this is kind of interesting as it might fulfill the purpose of the Ark. And who knows, maybe we might get some funky reward for it.
The rise of civilization was sparked by the invention of agriculture. By harvesting the land, we were able to thrive.
Oh, so both of these switches just do what he was telling us.
This collection is now 0% complete.
Okay, so theoretically what I can do is run to the surface and grab 10 pieces of everything, because the storage is sort of universal. Yeah, we don't have enough wheat. That's my only problem. I do know that I did plant wheat, but what happens if we would go... Yeah, you see we have only 4 of it. So if I would go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10. This is obtained by actually scavenging. And is there anything else? Not right now that comes to mind, so okay. Let's see how much this is gonna affect the Ark, or how much the percentage is completed. I'm really happy to say that having a M.2 SSD reduces dramatically the loading.
10 samples deposited. 10 samples deposited. 10 samples deposited. 10 samples deposited.
Ooh, so next one jumps up all the way to 20. Interesting.
This collection is now 4% complete.
So it seems like until you drop off all of these crops, yeah, damn. Maybe now I have a motivation to actually return to... Wow, we cannot even go to the world map. We have only this map to view. Oh, wow, and there's even for salvage. Maybe we cannot even get to it until we complete the agricultural bundle. Hey, this is like Stardew Valley.
When mankind was still young, we did not differentiate ourselves from nature. We lived a simple and blissful life, enjoying the bounties of the earth. The samples in this collection are all found in nature. Gather and deposit them here with care and respect.
So they were able to build the Ark, but they were unable to provide all of these. At least they are not asking for the green fish. Superior salmon, I don't even know if we even have that, honestly. We do have berries, we do have some white shrooms, some red shrooms, some brown shrooms. But I don't know if with completing these, we are able to get to the next sections. This is going to be truly interesting.
This collection is now 0% complete.
Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, you see that number? 1,800 leaves. Holy fudge. This is gonna seriously turn into some dismantling. So I think right now we can't really do that much more here. But what I might consider doing of the recording is just returning to one of the farms and dramatically expanding the farming. And I might eventually invest into the farmer skill, which would theoretically allow me to grow the crops faster. Because right now, the largest cultivation of crops is probably happening at the sanctuary farm, but it can be expanded. There is even additional slot where you can be building your farm. And the ones where we are, I did not really touch up on too much because at that time either did not have enough variety of seeds or I did not come across a large enough place to allow you to keep expanding. I have not literally tried, like if I would go into inventory, and let's say we would switch out this for the hoe, like if I can actually go and just use any soil for farming. Logically, I'm assuming it's not gonna allow me to do it here because it's too cold in this region, so at least that makes a bit of a sense. So we now know what the Ark is for. And that's gonna be perfectly acceptable. It's a interesting side objective for you to grind out and give the players like a ton of stuff to do. Like way too much. Like seriously, 1,800 leaf matter.
Now excavated estimated 5% of the mana reserves. We already have more than enough for our needs. We should not be greedy. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
So gathering the metal for smelting, we're still gonna need to touch up on our titanium production because I'm gonna need titanium for either the helmet of a soldier or a bunch of other upgrades for our gear. So trying to pick up as much useful stuff here as possible can be really awesome. I do wonder if anyone can do like a data mine for the game and wonder how many resources are actually put together on the entire map of Dysmantle. Like how many thousands of what resource can become collected. Like that seriously just alone, if you would go with like a scavenger build where you gain experience from dropping off rare ingredients into your containers, that alone should make you a quite nice chunk of experience. So as I mentioned, these ones are unable to be completely killed by the rifle, but I'm interested to see. Okay, so 111 damage is when he sees me. What if I try to put some distance in between us and he loses the visual and potentially loses interest? I want to see how much damage can we do with a sneak critical on him, which is now going to be kind of difficult because he is looking in this direction. But at least we can calculate how much damage or how much of an HP bar do some of these enemies have based on the damage output of the tools which we do have. Like the basic sledgehammer does 50 damage, so we know that the basic ex-human must have less HP than 50 because one shot kills it. Okay, so now you see that when you do a sneak, it deals over 184, so it did not really double, unfortunately, the damage. How much damage would we need? 70. So if we theoretically upgrade the sledgehammer multiple times, we might be putting out enough damage in order to break through a car. And that might become super useful because there are blockades which are just made out of vehicles. So if you have a tool which allows you to break through it, that can be amazing benefit. Okay, so here we have access to the lower region. So this is not so cold. So we will not require a winter jacket, but I want to just show you. Oh, fudge. Totally did not see him. One more. So 3 bullets just for this guy. I want to show you that, for example, yeah, you are limited as to how much you can do. So now I'm kind of tempted to start fishing and do all these things which I kind of ignored previously, just in order to start gathering the resources for those weird bundles. And that makes me wonder if I will have to start even like catching more or killing more reindeer or just deer in general. I still tend to avoid killing the babies. I do not, however, see some sort of progression so that, for example, if you do not kill the baby in certain amount of days, it's gonna grow and reach full maturity or something like this. Not really sure how that works. And did he just recover 12 HP by catching fish? Okay, we are at least getting the superior salmon, so that's one benefit. But there's plenty of fishing spots for you to go nuts. I'm kind of more worried about the fact of you gathering 1,800 leaves. That can be extremely annoying. If you target bushes like these and you have a tool like machete, it will go super easily. But if you have to scrape it off a building, or if you're, for example, chopping down trees in order to increase your lumber count, it's gonna get annoying fast, because one of these trees is gonna give you 1 piece of wood, and it's gonna give you like 2 to 3 pieces of leaf matter or plant-based matter. So it's kind of stupid if you think about it. The economy of those resources is it's really difficult to appreciate, especially if you then go and find the telephone poles, and those things give you lumber. They give you the electronics, and they give you a steel ingot. So it's much more profitable for you time-wise to be trying to come across those instead of me trying to chop down trees like this, because I get only so many resources with this much work. And if I would try to chop down the entire wood here, or these entire woods, I would come across not an equal amount of resources. I think the game would have to introduce a exhaustion bar or hunger bar in order for you to come across better loot. As in the current status, where you never really have to worry about sleeping or eating or drinking or anything like that, kind of defeats the entire purpose. So you can see that me chopping down just these couple of trees, the reward is minuscule, but we're still gonna require these things just because of the lumber mill and for us to keep upgrading these tools to their final stages. And I still have not upgraded like a majority of them, but I probably won't even, as when it comes to the tools, like for example, the sledgehammer is obvious replacement for baseball bat, because once you get baseball bat to full power, it does not match the damage output that the axe can put out, or the sledgehammer, sorry, can put out at its basic status. So that's what happened to, for example, the crowbar, which we had at the start. It was a universal tool which we use for just about anything, but once we had to have access to blunt tools, sharp tools, and start to focus on all sorts of things, this has dramatically changed. So it's gonna be interesting, and we still cannot chop down even these larger trees, which is just the weirdest thing ever. But okay, I don't know if there's a chainsaw somewhere available, but yeah, I'm gonna have to run back, collect all this material so that it's not left here. It's not gonna rot, it's not gonna go anywhere, I just don't like to leave it as is. And where is the nearest campsite? Okay, so it's actually closer to go to the Ark. So that's what we're gonna do. And you can come across a ton of resources just in here. If you scrape, for example, these metal railings, they are a great source of metal alone. So these things are awesome. Then you can take, for example, these things apart for the scrap metal. It's taking the sledgehammer longer because the tool is heavier and the swing takes longer time to get ready to deal with damage. But it's still fast enough for the ex-humans to do their whole screaming and then start swinging. So if you manage to swing faster, you're gonna be perfectly fine. And you're gonna be able to deal with their BS and just cut it out and kill them if you have a well-equipped tool or a properly upgraded equipment. So it will depend on you how much time you want to spend on this and how much time can you dedicate to this. I honestly lately have been enjoying the game quite a lot. I have been trying to do all sorts of things for the channel, like the comparison series. I'm also trying to write some other scripts for some other projects for the channel. I want to get the viewership up because I'm not really sure what's going to be happening with me and everything, so it's going to be like all over the damn place. So I'm trying to make sure that at least in the meantime the channel has enough decent content available, and we're just going to have to see what's up. So yeah, I still do appreciate the views, even if it's 10 views per episode or something. It still means a lot to me that you actually want to see what I'm up to and what's happening. I do understand that the upload is extremely slow lately, but it's all I can manage to do with a day job and everything, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to maintain the pace. I want to camp so that I have access to those bullets. And yeah, so sledgehammer, we need lumber. For that we're gonna have to go. I'm not sure if I want to put away the 2 mana shards, which are the only 2 mana shards that I have. And the worst thing is I would not even have a 10 round magazine. I would have 9 bullets in a magazine, which is a really weird number. So yeah, we need lumber just to upgrade the axe. And the sledgehammer needs lumber too. So theoretically, what we might consider doing is trying to make it over to crab's wood, But I want to see if I can actually reach it. I don't think we can reach it through here. And I'm not sure if we can go through this region, so... Oh, let's do this. We're gonna leave this location. I'm gonna switch out my equipment for the baseball bat. For now, at least. I'm gonna keep on the winter clothing because we're gonna be moving around at the northern section of the map. So I don't have to bother with the heat bar. Although we can theoretically start overheating if we're gonna be stuck in here. So everything is possible. And now because I saw the weird bundles that are required to be gathered, I'm kind of wondering if I will need to start gathering more of these berries and everything else like this. It is gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna evolve. Okay, I don't care if the ex-human here sees me because she's the basic kind, and so we can dispose of her rather easily. I think I came across here another one of the tombs, so maybe there's gonna be a puzzle for me to try and fail at, so that might be interesting. Also, these telephone poles, chop them down if you can. Great source of your steel. Great stuff. And I'm not sure if eventually these power stations are gonna become like a regular thing, but they are also a great source of everything. So these components which are used to then rig up the towers for you to fast travel and install the deadly uplinks and such. Definitely grab these fuse boxes. Awesome stuff. Okay, I do see him over there. I don't want him to do the spitting stuff. Theoretically, I can just sneak up on him with the axe and have it over with. We can gather what's in here. Another steel. So we can then eventually hit the titanium. And this is what I was talking about. Like, I'm not sure if it's a good idea for me to be using the rifle to shoot down the deer. Especially because the deer are running around and they are reacting to the ex-humans as if they are predators. So let's see what sort of puzzle awaits me in here and how much can I embarrass myself this time. Okay, so I'm not sure what you think about these tiles. Usually they tend to break down or do some really weird stuff. Okay, I seem to be blocking it. Okay. There seems to be 2 more doors. We can break this in order to gather what's inside. Usually there seems to be something in these, but maybe because we still have not finished the puzzle, it will not allow me to do anything. Okay, so what am I supposed to do with this weird stuff? I don't know if I can slide these things along only the white tiles or... Okay, hold on. Gonna be interesting to see my brain function after 8 hours at work. Well, 9, but who counts? So once this is touched, then that's okay. But I feel like we need to... Oh, okay. So we can move this around. So I'm assuming... okay, hold on. What happens if we... I wanna move this aside. Because if I then move him, that's another door down. And now... Wait, is that it? No! Yes? Oh, okay, I thought it's gonna be far more complicated. Disappointed! I seriously have to get a clipping of that meme from the TV show Hercules. If anyone ever seen it, let me know. So thanks to our perk of the animal friend, the animals are not that scared, so it's gonna take them a while to run away. There seems to be a big crack. I'm not sure if this is like a gas station or what used to be there. There seems to be an entry to the crown thingy, so it would be interesting to see what's over there and potentially go and explore it. The problem is we're gonna be reaching a dangerous point here where we no longer can guarantee that the enemies are gonna remain dead. And I'm also now kind of hectic and kind of afraid of these passages ever since we came across the sanctuary where, well, they installed the spikes below the ground. So it was kind of annoying, especially since I talked about not trying to fall into the hole, and I did exactly that, like a few seconds after. So I know that I'm living up to the name of the channel. Oh, fudge. But I don't have to necessarily every damn time. I am interested to see how much damage can we do to this guy, though, with a rifle. That is something which I would love to know. I know that for this one we need 3 bullets, but for this one... And there's also the slow reload. Okay, that was really bad. So not really greatest choice when it comes to try to heal. I'm gonna... Okay. So the rifle, it's probably gonna be better used for a single target, not for multiple targets. So if the location is overrun, probably not the best thing. Yeah, so it looks like the central station is gonna be a pickle to get into. I do see that there might be even like a locked off section over here with a functional radio. We are still in the region where we can kill things, and even here we can then kill things, so we should be a-okay. This is where the city hall is of the large town. So theoretically, what is this? This seems like another bunker. I don't know if that means that there's another potential for the weird mini game where you install the turrets. I don't know if I'm gonna have to be forced to do that, honestly, in the... Okay, hold on. We need to switch this up. I don't know if we're gonna have to do the same thing here, and I'm gonna have to heal up more, or I'm gonna die here, which would be most unfortunate. Wow, this place is really gassed. Like, they did not waste any of this stuff here. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Oh, fudge. Okay, that was just horrible. Why in the world, even when the enemy is selected, you can throw the knife in entirely different location? Please explain yourself. I did wait specifically to mark the enemy before I started throwing the 3 daggers, and yet he threw the daggers in an entirely different location, so kind of confused. But okay. So how the hell do we get to that bunker? Oh, I need to travel differently. Okay, so this way, they probably super gassed the town. And what the hell did they use since the gas did not, like, disappear over time? That must be some amazing technology. Like, imagine if you would be able to make an air freshener that would be able to last that long. Just not to kill everyone, just, you know, for the positive effects. We are full of scram. So I don't see a way for me to get into the bunker. I don't know if they were able to survive within, but it looks like they decided to scrap a building and just turn it into a bunker, which I'm not really sure how that works. If anyone is in the building industry or has like an engineering degree, please let me know in the comment section. Whatever comments help. However, I'm still kind of confused with those weird links that the bot accounts keep leaving. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the weird mini game here. So it looks like there is a path through here, and through here, and so the infected are gonna keep coming in from this location, which makes me wonder how many turrets can we now install, all things considered. And considering also the fact that I do not have that many things to be built, this is gonna be interesting. So we need to override and extract. Hold on, I did not build any of these things. I'm gonna have to come for this, or I'm gonna have to drop the plastic in order to pick this thing up. And so this is another one of these bunkers. Shelter loudspeaker. So this is the second instance where we came across this. And now that I'm looking here, it even looks like the older shelters, well, with the exception of ours, is giving us the loudspeakers. So I don't know if this was like a much later feature which was introduced, because when we were at said location, I do not recall having this option. So I'm not really sure what to tell you. But that might be an episode of itself, me trying to figure out what the hell to do with these things. That has a theoretical potential. Okay, it's just gonna be totally annoying to be getting to all those points. That's what I'm kind of afraid of. So we know that there's that bunker. Okay, since we are here, how about we go and just check out the damn station over here, or whatever this is. Truck depot. So there are trucks inside, outside. We can enter the office. We can take a look at everything here, do some upgrading if we would want to, but we don't want to. We can check what's out here. Mushroom skillet, that's another recipe, awesome. And I'm gonna grab the fuse box here. And theoretically I can grab even more stuff, but I don't really want to kill that much episode as is by me gathering some of this stuff. Okay, so this is gonna be certainly interesting. I'm gonna keep the gas mask on. Well then, let's grab the steel ingot. My goal will be to try and get back to the lumber cab where we are making the timber. Yeah, that's gonna help me quite a lot, or logs, or I'm not really sure how to, because this is wood, and that's like processed wood, so I'm not sure which is better, or how should I call what. It's kind of nuts that it's still wood. So let's grab these 2 scraps. And that makes me wonder, is there a direct path for us to get over there? No, not really. Because this is really weird region. I would have to go to the frozen link tower in order to reach this location, or I would have to fast travel to the junction station in order to get to Crab's Wood and Timber, but that's the only way how I can get the resources we need to get also to Pike Steel Manufacturing. If I would have the 2 blueprints working at one place, it would be probably better for me, as it would cut down dramatically on me running to 2 different locations. But I already installed like 3 of the sawmills at the lumber mill. So at least there's an advice for you, so that if you come across either Crab's Woods Timber first, or you get to the Pike Steel Manufacturing, make sure to install 2 of those things at the same place. That way you have this manufacturing done in one location. I'm gonna probably off record try to play around with these farms, see what can be done, especially the Evans farmhouse. Will require lots of work probably. The sanctuary farm can be dramatically expanded upon. I think I already have like maybe 7 times 6 or 8 times 6 fields over here working for me, so that might be something. So I'm trying to figure out what should we do. We can theoretically go over here to the bridge. Hold on. What I want to do is at least switch out the... Let's go with the Road Warrior for now. I want to go across the bridge here and see if we can reach this link tower. And then we can theoretically go to the well springs and see how can we get over here. Because I think we're going to have to follow all this passage around through this weird place. I'm not really sure if it's another prison or another mining complex. There's another tunnel, and then you need to go all the way through here, and there's some sort of weird thing happening in this mine. So I think if we explore here and then get here, or should we go directly to Wellsprings? You know what? Let's switch out our gear for the winter stuff, and let's go to Wellsprings. We do have the bottle. What do I need? I need 20, and I have 19. So I would need either the hand wraps or some of the other things. So let's go with the hand wraps. Power attack damage. Okay. And now we can theoretically try to upgrade some of the trinkets which we do have. The dice, that needs lumber. Don't ask me why. Shiny piece of metal requires mana shard. Sure, let's go with the hand wrap. That requires titanium too, Jesus. Rabbit's foot is for evade chance, magnifying glass. Surge efficiency 50%. Sure, let's go with that. Cooking pod requires steel. We have 10 steel, it requires 10 steel. Maximum numbers of hours to sleep from 10 till 12. Well, it kind of defeats all the purpose, but I'm gonna go with the blueprint just because I have plenty of these resources as is. Shock absorber. Bag of blood, so that increases the hit points. We need the steel, so I'm gonna really need to improve that. Build limit, mana shard again. The katana requires both titanium and lumber. 20 is kind of way too much, and I'm not even sure if the katana will have any sort of use for us. I mean, it's not even outperforming the machete, so it's kind of hard sale for me right now. Okay. Where is the link tower? Link tower is over there still. So we're gonna go to the wellspring and see what's happening inside of the mine. Maybe this is gonna eventually turn into an entertaining episode after all. Who knows? I'm trying. I'm still new at this. 2 years is nothing. And YouTube years? I think it's been 2 years. But most of that time I've spent with limited hardware as is, so just bear with me. Okay, so this is where the bus used to be. I want to grab this so much. This is so unfair. I want to grab that steel ingot like you would not believe, but I cannot touch the water as I would literally fall and drown. Apparently, he was smart enough to build a vault, but he wasn't smart enough to learn how to swim. So, yeah, fun stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go and try... Oh, hold on, I totally missed it. It's right here making that weird noise, and I just walk right past it, like a dumbass. Okay, so we're gonna fast travel to here. And I would love to know how much damage can, for example, the rifle do to this weirdo inside. And why the hell do I have 0 bullets? What do you mean so cold? We have all the proper equipment. Well, I guess I will not find out how much damage I can deal to him with a rifle. Which is a sad, sad moment for us. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. How are you getting cold? Sometimes these things are actually like bugging out and are not really accurate because you have all the equipment that you should have equipped. I mean, I have the warm bottle, I have all this weird nonsense equipped. And look at me, I'm getting the cold warning despite having the winter coat, the headgear, and this thing equipped. Okay, we're gonna crush this puppy. I should probably not call them puppies if I'm using sledgehammer on them. Probably not the best way to approach this. Okay, we're gonna probably have to go up here. I'm so confused with these cold readings and whatnot. Please don't tell me that the bridge can be only accessed from the other side. Of course it can. Fudge you! So we need to locate another way. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna probably have to go take a look at the quest marker over there and see what's up. Since I keep getting cold despite having all this winter stuff from North Face or whoever is sponsoring this episode. Since we are in such a cold region. Why don't I have bullets? And why am I getting cold? What the hell? Stop getting cold. I'm so confused right now. What happens if we enter it? This is so weird. Why am I getting cold when I have all the necessary equipment? What is up with this game? This temperature needs to be checked. I'm not sure if this is buggy or not, but it's annoying the living hell out of me. Because we are heading south. And if I'm heading south and I'm getting colder, then that's stupid. Come on, come at me. Oh wow, we can even like have a stun effect on the enemy. That's interesting. Are you getting down? I am so confused with this weird temperature reading. I think it's definitely buggy for that location, or something is causing this thing to keep popping up. Look at it. It's going up. It's going down. It's going up. It's going down. Make up your mind. Ah, this is gonna be annoying. There's two of them. That's even worse. Okay. Let's see what this weird quest is. A gate blocks the way to mysterious pit crackling with strange energy. Find a way to get it opened. Look around for a way to open the gate. And why do I feel it's gonna be inside of that weird place with those two bony guys? Something big is going on. It looks like even the top brass is losing it. And like, look at this weird stuff over there. And again, I'm getting the cold reading. I'm not sure if that's a mana or if that's just some electricity or something, but I feel like maybe somewhere in here is the key to our success. I can break down through the fence. That's the scary thing. But now, how do I take out these two weirdos without dying? That's what I'm kind of freaking out about. I need to get to the campsite to drop off these things, switch out our equipment. I definitely know that I do not need the rifle for me to handle the two guys. But it would be awesome if we can actually get the landmine and maybe even like the frag grenade or something. Should be able to carry both of these things. But there's lots of these weird fellas. I'm gonna stick with the axe, and we have both the frag grenades and the landmines. Okay, so fingers crossed. This might end really badly. Okay. Well, since the landmine was able to execute a sneak critical and literally break through this, or maybe it was already broken down. It's hard for me to tell. And I'm too far for his spit to do just about anything. So I was able to take it out. And there's something over there. I don't know, I just have this feeling like this is gonna open up the gate. Okay, well, there's at least titanium. I'll take that anytime. Since we need it as is. Does this give us access to any new region or anything? No, not really. That's just awesome. Well, at least these idiots are not gonna respawn, so that's the benefit of this whole thing. Still getting the warmth reading there, which is super weird. Can theoretically break down the timber here for the wood. Okay. That can be all stored. And this is quite the heavily infested apartment building. But they have all sorts of cool stuff. From onion to spices. Spices are gonna be weird. Okay, rice. Seeds of certain type of grass that are usually boiled before. Now, question is, since we came across rice, if you can actually plant rice. Because I did not recall seeing rice in the bundles of the Ark. So, yeah. Okay, so this guy literally barricaded himself inside of the restroom. That's awesome. There's always gonna be that one guy who is stuck for hours inside of a toilet. So even before I finished winding out the attack, the enemy assailant was stunned with the sledgehammer. That's interesting.
Our society is built on the 4 discovered mana effects. When the rest of the world entered the atomic age, we were already a million steps ahead. This is an automated recording sent from K23, the Crown Station.
So you're bragging about the mana? It's kind of weird, but okay. I want to see what's in the last kitchen. Besides the lovely lady with the sharp nail. I'm not sure if that's sanitary, but okay. No, I don't want to cook. I want to see what's in your cupboards. Okay, so there's rice. I just need to get to it. Seriously, can we grow rice? I'm gonna have to find this out. We can do the mushroom skillet. Max hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna cut into our reserve of mushrooms, although it's gonna take quite a while before we even get to the room with the mushrooms. Did it restore at least? No? That's one crappy recipe, I gotta say. I'm trying to see if these dishes can actually even restore your... Okay, absolutely nothing. That sucks. Now how the hell do I get to the toilet? Upgrade damage up to 60 in order to break through these doors. So we would have to upgrade the sledgehammer. And who keeps an iron ingot inside of their cupboards? What can you potentially use it? Maybe as a weight for measuring stuff. If you need like a ton of something. Okay, now I'm literally dying to see how a rifle is gonna deal with this guy. Oh wow, 2 bullets for these. Okay, I can live with that. That's a cool ratio of killing potential. I can totally live with that. Totally. Let's break through the sandbags. And let's see what's inside here. There's the turret. So the logical thing to do... Throw a grenade. Now the question is if I would be able to open this door, throw in a grenade, and close the door. That did not work out the way I was hoping. No. One last chance. Is he still marked? Is he dead? Did it kill itself? Okay, it did not kill itself, unfortunately. But this is one of the highly volatile workspace, I can tell you that right now. Maybe we can get concrete out of here. Or stone? Just stone? Damn. Me and my damn luck, huh? What's inside of... Okay, so that's the... post... box. What the hell is that? Okay. The general came here shouting something about the end of the world and whatnot, dropped this that looks like a crude map, took all the keys and some files with him. Great. Why do I feel like there's gonna be a boss battle with the general? And I think we just cracked a hole into the wall. Ain't that fun? But he cannot attack me because I'm inside of the building, so... Unless I do exactly that, he is confused. So he He can only leap in one sort of elevation level, but he cannot jump upwards. What? That's weird. Okay, where exactly am I? I need to head the entirely opposite way. So, got a little confused. I'm out of bullets, so I cannot deal with this guy easily enough, or conveniently enough for me. I'm getting lazy in this game. The rifle, nah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It reduces the need to go melee and get your hands dirty. Also confuses me a bit when it comes to how to get the damn gate opened. I don't see anything here. I'm getting the cold reading again. This is so freaky. So what exactly is it that we managed to achieve on this episode? I think I managed to do at least one thing, but I'm trying to recall what was it. 'Cause I'm a little confused right now myself. Okay. Maybe if we crack this fuse box, we can get the papers on top. No, we break the papers on top of the box, and okay. So that did not follow the logic I was hoping it to. And we're definitely not breaking through these walls. Oh, we can grab the computer and everything. Seems important, better not destroy it. There's some weird stuff fell out, I think. I don't know what the hell was it. Maybe now we can open the damn doors. Because the general and everything. It's not. Is it semi-automatic when you have to reload after each bullet is fired, or... Like, it's definitely not fully automatic, I know that. Okay, now I'm interested to see if we can open the damn doors. Or not. Obey. And I'm getting the cold reading yet again. It's as if the game is literally telling me cold and warm. I'm referring to the old game. Where you keep navigating people on if you're getting colder or warmer based on where you're supposed to go. Okay, sneak attack on this thing. Loving it. Lots of steel. Fudge, there's a turret. And there's also this thing. The question is, can we... I don't know if I have a clear view of it. Okay. Oh wow! Oh wow, the rifle did it. Me love you long time. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Okay, the frag grenade did the job and you are stuck. There's gonna be probably another one of these weird radio towers to trigger whatever the hell it is that's inside here. Okay. So the second mine was thrown accidentally, but it did manage to finish the job. So good job. Okay, lots of tires and stuff. Where is the radio tower for this thing? I'm now automatically assuming there's gonna be the weird tower for the mini tower defense game. I'm seriously gonna probably have to dedicate like an episode to it or something. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass to travel across the entire map and see what can be done. Let's chop down this tree since I started accidentally already. Should be somewhere in the surrounding area though. It does make only logical conclusion to assume that. There's a telephone pole, so I want that steel. And there's a weird guy. I cannot find a weird radio tower. Happy housing, no trespassing. I'm not really sure how happy this housing is. Ah, okay, so here we go. There's the tower. Finally found it. Yeah, I was quite sure it's gonna be here. Oh wow, look at this. You can even like go up through here. Wait, hold on. Can we? I'm now interested to see if we can follow through with this weird plan. Drop down like this. Gather the egg and just make our way by simply ignoring the fact that the way is blocked. But now I'm interested to see if we can follow the pipeline the other way. I just have to go carefully so I don't fall. Oh, that's it? That's sort of, I was hoping to reach some sort of place. Seriously, what did we manage to achieve on this episode? I think I recall, but I'm not really sure. What the hell did I manage to do? Oh yeah, we did the Ark thingy. Okay. Now I recall. But now I need to somehow find a way. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm not sure if it's gonna be possible without me upgrading the damn tools. So maybe I will really need to go and go to the pike steel manufacturing, do something with the farms, and also access the timber mill. I do wonder if you can actually deconstruct already constructed workbenches, because then I would be able to take whatever's in the crab's wood and timber and just literally install it in the pike steel manufacturing. So, it's an idea. And it looks like the tower defense is pretty straightforward here. So you have like two directions through which they are coming in. So this is going to be kind of tricky to pull off the defenses. But I'm quite sure it can be done eventually. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at this point. I'm going to probably play around with the game a bit more, so that for the next one we can focus on some new stuff and try to explore some new regions or do some new fun stuff. So yeah, if you did like this one, give it a big thumbs up. Helps a lot with the algorithm. And if you want to see more Dysmantled, let me know through either requesting this or letting me know how's your adventure in this game going. And yeah, playlist and previous episode listed in the video's description. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all at the next one. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay safe out there, and bye-bye for now. Oh man, I'm gonna need a ton of plant-based material for the farming that I'm thinking. Hey, at least I have a reason to mess around with the farming now. I'm not, however, completionist enough to gather 1,800 leaf-based matter. That seems a little too crazy, even for me. Oh, great! I'm gonna be able to take this stuff apart. Awesome.